Ready? Bravo 80, go! Okay, ready? Gravity line! Okay, break! Ready, ready? Come on! Set! On the double! Liking 18! Let's go! Hut! Back! Hut, hut! Get it! Ready! Set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Here we go! Ready? the ready. Check go. On the ball, go. Go. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready. Get up. Here we go. Set. Hook. Ready, ready! Hot, hot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Etienne once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Oh, what a move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shoves him aside. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Once more ETN, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go, 47.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Kill. Everybody kill.
Now Prescott. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Everybody kill.
On second down, it's Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Come on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Ready?
On first down, right back to Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. So we're at halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Prescott now. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Here's Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the slot man goes in motion left. sticking with Walker on second down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Let's go now.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. The slot man in motion right.
Here go 46. Here go 47.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. The throw right side is and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say,
he's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. That pass complete to Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Get it.